asked a really good question today. In a summit that I'm participating in, I was being interviewed for this online summit, and one of the participants said, if you have never had a coach before, what should you look for when you're looking to hire your first business coach? And so I thought I would share with you the answer that I gave to her. Now, I am a coach, so I'm obviously going to advocate coaching, but I have had coaching my entire life. I started playing sports when I was 3 years old, and I've had coaches from then until now, as a whole grown adult. My brother was a basketball player growing up, and then he played professional basketball, and now he himself is a coach in China. So we grew up around coaches when I first started singing, or when I wanted to get better at singing and do something with that part of my life. I got a vocal coach. So getting coaching is not something that's a foreign concept in the world at large. However, there are these areas of life where for some reason we don't think about getting coaching. Like if you want to start a business, or if you want to elevate in a particular area of your life, we're not thinking through how valuable coaching can be. I don't know why that is. We think that we have to do it all ourselves, or we think that we can just read a book and magically it's gonna happen. But the truth of the matter is, most of us have had coaching in one form or another, whether you played Little League growing up, whether you got a personal trainer, whether you have a finance guru person like helping you with your investments so that you have a retirement fund. Whatever the case is, we usually experience some form of coaching. I don't think that the area of entrepreneurship needs to be any different than that. I think that if you are wanting to achieve a particular something, a goal, then getting support in that area, getting help, and whatever that looks like for you. I think coaching comes in many forms, but whatever that looks like for you, I think getting support is a smart thing to do. I think it's the wisest thing to do, because why prolong the process? Why, begrudgingly go through reading a million different articles or all these books to try and figure something out, when really there are people who exist in the space of coaching that really can help you. Now, I also want to say there are bad coaches in the world. I have met some of them. I am not advocating for every coach. So hopefully, if you are considering getting coaching, especially in the area of business, then the 4 things that I'm going to talk about here will be helpful to you as you're trying to navigate that. So the first thing is find a business coach in the area that you want to be in. There's a lot of different businesses, right? There's e-commerce, there's service-based businesses, there's brick and mortar. So there's a lot of different kinds of businesses that exist in the world. Every coach doesn't specialize in business across the board, right? If somebody specializes in like e-commerce or like drop shipping, well, while they're a business coach, in effect, they may not be able to help somebody who, wants to understand personal branding. So that's a different kind of coach. So find the coach that you are wanting to work with who understands the industry that you're looking to go in. That's going to be first and foremost. Number 2, I'm going to recommend that you learn from them before you pay them. I think this is so important. And I never, ever, 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 ever expect for anybody to just hire me outright. Like if you saw me on Instagram, you're just going to pay me thousands of dollars to work with me. I don't think that is the norm at all. And I don't expect for anybody to make those kinds of investments working with me if they haven't had some sort of results from the other things that I have going on. And I have a ton of free content out there. I have lots of videos, lots of trainings that exist where you can learn my process, you can learn how I teach, you can see if you resonate with my style of teaching. And here's the important thing, I want people to get results before they actually pay me. Like I want you to get results for yourself. I want you to, approach a class that I teach, or hop into maybe a training, or download a workbook that I have available, and I want you to see the results for yourself in real time. The quicker somebody can get someone results for free, I don't want to say the better they are across the board, but I think it shows a great deal of care, that they want to help people at every single stage, people that can't afford to work with them or aren't ready to work with them, as well as their existing clients. And so that's why I have multiple different, free things and offers and trainings and live streams and things that I do to make sure that I'm constantly communicating with my audience, not just my clients. I love my clients. I love, love, love my clients, but I want to make sure that people who aren't my clients and maybe can't afford to work with me at this time are still progressing along using, the content that I'm releasing. So if you're looking at a particular coach and you're interested in working with them, don't just hop on the phone right away, or don't just, pay them, whatever their fee is. I suggest get on their email list, see what kind of trainings they're offering, read some of their blog posts, watch their YouTube videos if they have them. That's also another thing I would suggest, if you can binge watch any of their content to see if you resonate with the messaging, if you can binge watch a podcast that they might have. So valuable for you to decide whether or not you like this person. Because if you're going to work with a coach, I think it's really important for you to like them. Like, I think you should like them and they should like you, right? And so that part of that coach-client relationship matters a great deal, like this element of rapport that we have, because sometimes we have to have really hard conversations. Yeah, we're talking about business, but sometimes we have to talk about your husband, or sometimes we have to talk about your kids, or sometimes we have to talk about you, right? And so you have to be able to trust the coaches that you're working with to have that. And the only way that you're going to know, and you know yourself, right? The only way you're going to recognize whether or not this is the kind of person you can vibe with is to just be around, their environment, get into their community, see how it works. The third thing, if you're looking for a business coach, I would say, and this is a piggyback off of getting into their community, but can this person provide you with receipts? That is what you want to see. You want to see testimonials. You want to see social proofing that this person is who she says she is or he is and can do what they said that they can do. And you'll see that through how they have worked with other people and how other people speak about them. So take a look on their website and see if they have testimonials available. Look on their, their sales pages, their landing pages, see what testimonials exist. I have a whole Tracy. I have a whole highlight reel of testimonials that I have on my Instagram. So, you can just go through the highlight reel to see the testimonials, because they're videos and also, conversations that we had, they've sent them in or they've posted it themselves. I am so lucky and so blessed to have the kinds of clients that I have because they're so generous with their testimonials. I don't ask for testimonials usually, and they're so generous with giving them that, it allows me, I should say, to be able to release that to people who are looking to work with me in the future. And I'm so thankful that they do that. But I would also say, when you have clients that are willing to do that, I think it's a testament to how that coach coaches and the relationship that they have with that client. So yes, definitely look for receipts. And then the last thing, of course, after you've done all of those, is to get on a phone call with this person. Hop on a call, see what they're thinking, see what they're talking about, see how they communicate, see if who they are online and, in the digital space is who they are when you're talking to them, because that matters too. I've definitely had several clients who have come to me from other coaching experiences, and it almost traumatizes you. Like when you have a bad coaching experience and then you want to get another coach, but you're so hurt from what you've experienced before, it affects how you make the decision moving forward. And I've had this conversation with several people who have come to me and said, hey, this was my experience prior to this. Here's what happened. So I'm super traumatized, and I almost, am very skeptical about getting into another coaching program. And I totally get that, because I don't think that every coach that exists in the world is a good coach. I think there are several people out there who are calling themselves coaches, but they're consultants. I think that there are several people out there who are calling themselves coaches, but really they're just mean and just trying to tell people like it is, but that's not coaching. Coaching is supposed to elevate you to a new place. So think about, the athletics, right? When you're starting in a position, you're gonna suck probably. If you're 5 and you've never played t-ball, you're gonna suck playing t-ball. The coach is there to teach you what to do, to help you figure out your form, to get you to the next level, and then the next level, and then the next level. That's what a coach should do. But there are coaches that don't do that, unfortunately. Now granted, listen, you can hire whatever kind of coach you wanna hire. Obviously, everybody has a different personality type, everybody has different needs and wants, there are different strokes for different folks, and I get that. But the 4 things that I mentioned here, if you're looking specifically for a business coach, I think that's going to help you. The piece about making sure that you resonate with their personality, resonate with their teaching, that matters a great deal, because that will lead you down the road if you want to continue to, go to step 2 and step 3 and step 4. So hopefully that was helpful for anybody who's looking for a business coach or any kind of coach. I think you can, kind of shape shift everything I talked about here to make it make sense for the kind of coach that you're looking for. And that's it for today, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.